Dr. Tazim Shahbaz, and today I am going to discuss with you, students, these multiple choice questions for review article, and these are actually exams question, and you have to understand those first and then answer the question. Number one is distinguish the suggested methods for organizing sources during the review writing process. A option is memorizing sources without documentation to improve recall and using citation manager, separate sheet, and annotation techniques to track themes and details, ignoring themes and focusing only on listing sources alphabetically. And D is writing the review first before organizing sources for better flow. If you just focus, then you will see that B is the right option. Let's see the right option, and that is B. The right option is B, which says that by using citation manager, spreadsheet, and annotation techniques to track themes and details. Coming to the number two question, MCQ question, that is explain how the body of a review article should be developed based on the guide. A is provide a detailed biography of all authors' citations. B is summarize and analyze key findings. Y identify gaps and synthesizing information. And C is insert long quotations from sources without commentary. And D is present unrelated facts found during research without connection. Let's see the answer. The answer is again B, that is summarize and analyze key findings while identifying gaps and synthesizing information. Coming to the third question, that is compare the types of sources recommended for a literature search in the review article process. Only A is only primary sources should be used to avoid bias, and the B is only secondary sources because they provide summaries of research, and the C is both primary and secondary sources should be included for balanced coverage, and the D is non-peer reviewed sources are preferred for accessibility. The answer, which is seems to be logical, is C. Let's see the answer. Yes, it is the C, that both primary and the secondary sources must be included for balanced coverage. Question number 4. Identify the primary purpose of a review article as described in your lecture. The the question is giving 4. Option A, to conduct original experiment and report new findings, to provide an overview, evaluate sources, and suggest future research direction. And the C is to summarize a single research study in detail. And D is to promote a particular theory without critical analysis. The logical answer seems to be to provide an overview, evaluate sources, and suggest future research direction. This is the correct answer. Coming to the fifth question, that is summarize the characteristic of a suitable topic for writing a review article according to the guide. It has also 4 options, extremely broad with no specific focus, to ensure extensive material, narrow and relevant enough to allow focused analysis with sufficient material, chosen solely based on personal interest without regard to existing literature, and D is a topic that has been recently covered extensively to ensure relevance. If we see, the logical answer seems to be, what should be the logical answer? That is D, narrow and relevant enough to allow focused analysis with sufficient material. This is very necessary. The sufficient material should be there to write a review article. Now, these questions were made on your understanding level, and we will come to the next set of questions, which is about the application of the knowledge which you have got from the material which I uploaded on your Google Classroom and took lecture on that. The application at the application level, the first question is when writing your draft introduction for our review on artificial intelligence in education, which approach best applies the articles advised? Number A, begin with your personal opinion about AI and skip definitions. B. Provide background on AI in education, define key terms like machine learning, and state the review's purpose and scope. Without seeing the next option, I can say that B seems to be logical, that we have to provide background on AI in the education, then we have to define the key terms, and then state the review's purpose and scope. But we can see the C option, start directly with a list of resources without context and D, summarize the conclusion before stating the problem. The right answer is B. Question number 2. How would you apply the advice from the text to select a suitable topic for a review article on climate change impacts on agriculture? Choose a very broad topic like climate change to cover everything possible. Select a narrow topic. Focus on effects of climate change on rice production in Southeast Asia from 2010 to 2023. Pick a topic based solely on personal interest without consulting any literature or advisors. Choose a rarely researched topic unrelated to agriculture to avoid overlap. To choose a good topic for the review article, you have to choose the topic which is actually have effect on one thing and which should have data from different resources, and the period should be defined like B seems to be a logical option. Select a narrow topic focused on effects of climate change on rice production in Southeast Asia from 2010 to 2023. How should you approach integrating multiple sources while identifying gaps in the body of your review article on public health intervention? A. Summarize each source separately without comparison or synthesis. B. Paraphrase only one key study throughout the article. And the C. Synthesize findings across sources, highlight consistencies and discrepancies, and point out unexplored area. D. Use direct quotes extensively without explanation. The logical answers seem to be C, that is synthesize finding, sorry resources say, highlight consistency and discrepancy, and then point out unexplored areas. Question number 4. You have gathered 40 resources for your research review article. How can you organize them effectively according to the guidance in the article? Memorize important points in software tools are unnecessary. Use citation management software to track sources and create spreadsheet to record key details and themes. Print out all sources and randomly arrange them on a desk. Only keep citation in a word processor's bibliography function without noting key findings. The logical answer is use citation management software. You have to use now the software to track the sources and create spreadsheet to record key details and themes. As we see that they have given that there are the 40 sources which cannot be reviewed just by uh, keeping a record manually or by printing them out. The question number 5 is, which strategy should you implement to conduct an effective literature search on advancement in renewable energy technology? A is use only secondary sources to get broader views, limit searches to one database to save time, apply a mix of carefully chosen keywords and use both primary and secondary sources from multiple databases. D. Rely solely on books without checking for recent journal articles. The answer is C. Apply a mix of carefully chosen keywords and use both primary and secondary sources from multiple databases. Just to explain some more things about this review article thing, that in the exam in the UHS You have to give the viva on the review article as well as OSPE. These application question and the last five were like OSPE question. They can give these questions in the OSPE and you have to choose the correct one and give the justification for the correct answer. Thank you very much. Please read them carefully and clear your concept. If you have any question, you can come in the post section or comment section and comment, and I will clear your doubts. Thank you very much.